I feel good. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Now I'm just wearing 2 shirts. Shame. Who do you think I am, Sebastian?
I'm Martina, I'm from Italy.
Hi, Martina.
Can you say, with your best British accent, hello, Governor, do you fancy a cup of tea?
Hello, Governor. You fancy a cup of tea? Really? Yes, what just happened? What did I just do?
Nothing, just telling my friends that just a thing for British accents. So.
Oh, you do? A lot of people here have that thing? It's a sort of creepy fetish amongst them. Excellent. Well, you should talk to my friends Mark and Sebastian.
I know, I've already did.
You already have, yeah. Oh, well, good to know. Good to know. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That's pretty weird. Yes, you're waving. So that's one of the perverts back there. Got it. The other hands went down very quickly. Not one, yes. Well, I know you're. Hi.
Hi, I'm Elena from Italy.
Elena.
And I want to ask you about the French mistake. What was your first reaction when you saw that you were going to play yourself in it?
Well, I wanted, like I said, I wanted them to make me more of an asshole. And they did. And I wanted to wear a flamboyant sweater, which they did not want me to wear. Can you believe that? They wanted me in some sweatshirt, some charcoal sweatshirt. So I had to fight for that sweater, blue sweater. It was fun. It was fun to do. Yeah. What would you have done differently?
I would have called the Minions, and not Mission Eagles.
Yeah, that was pretty effed up. Yeah, my tweets on the French mistake were so lame. It was so painful for me to do. Typical douchebag actor tweet. Very difficult. Yes. Good.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Hi. Hi.
Demon Sam spent an awful lot of time in prison cells.
Oh, that accent is really doing something for me.
I was just wondering, have you ever spent a night in a police cell, and if so, why?
Wait a minute, where are you from?
Manchester, England.
Sorry, can you do me a favor? Would you mind saying, hello, Governor, do you fancy
In a Manchester accent.
Yeah.
Hello, Governor, do you fancy a cup of tea?
Thank you. Okay, now what were you saying?
Have you ever spent a night in a prison cell or a police cell?
Oh, sure. I mean, yes, I have. Which story am I going to tell right now? Okay, this is, well, I was arrested once I was in college, and I was back home in Western Massachusetts, and I had a novel. I think I was reading Watership Down, a novel, and it was around midnight, and I was looking for a good place to sit and read my novel. And I saw that there was a little floodlight in the parking lot of the bank, and a fire escape that went up to the roof of the bank. And so I thought, well, you know what, that's a perfectly good place to go read after hours. So I climbed up onto the roof of the bank and was reading my novel. And about a half an hour later, floodlights came from adjacent buildings, and a helicopter came over. Because apparently there was a bank robbery in process, or so they thought. And that was kind of difficult to explain my way out of. Like, oh, no, officer, you don't understand. Well, I actually was on the ground, my face in the ground, and handcuffs on. I was like, no, I was just reading my novel, which doesn't make sense. Like, why do you go up onto the roof of the bank to read a novel at midnight? But yeah, no, I've had other experiences. One was my problem, this is the earliest time I was in the jail cell. My mother had kind of a little bit of a checkered relationship with the authorities, and we were driving home from the movies once. I think I was 7, my brother was 5, and we had apparently no headlights, and so we got pulled over for that. And as the cop pulled us over, my mom grabbed a big little bag of weed out of the glove compartment and handed it to my brother, my 5-year-old brother, and said, "Put that in your underwear." And I'm not actually sure why we ended up in the local prison. It was for something else, some outstanding moving violations or something, but for some reason there was a warrant out. And we were in the police station for the night. And the whole time my brother had the big bag of pot in his underwear. And he was cool as a cucumber about it. But he was afraid, he knew like he was hiding contraband. And he was afraid to go to the bathroom. Yeah, so whatever, he ended up peeing in his pants. But then he couldn't change his pants because he'd have to take them off and reveal that it was fun. But we didn't get caught with it, and everything ended up being fine. What's that? Until now the cat's out of the bag.